Namaste, another day to be on this earth. And so here we are, another short yoga practice for everybody. Let's start though by taking our palms together. This brings that sense of essence, that sense of grounding within, always taking care of the self, and then we can help take care of others. So let's take an exhale. And inhale. I bow to myself, I bow to you. We're going to start our little practice today seated comfortably. So I'm up on a bolster. You could also have some pillows. You could also have a block. So find something to take care of sitting comfortably so that your pelvis, the top part of it, is slightly tipped forward and you feel your spine moving upwards instead of rolling back like this. And what we're going to do is, if you have a small ball, I have these special myofascial balls in my little jaw and hand and foot kit here. It has other really cool things in it if you want to look at my website. But I have a ball here. These are special myofascial balls. You could also use something you might have that's not too hard, okay? Not too hard and not overly soft. And so we're going to start with some jaw work because right now there's a lot of stress out there and we want to release the jaw, which will help to release the neck and will help us to breathe more fully. Okay, so I've got this little ball here, and before I use it, I'm going to just take my index fingers or whatever feels good right to your jaw joint and go ahead and open and close easily. And just notice how that feels. You could also put your baby fingers in your ears and listen. And what I'm feeling is some clunking on my left side. So I know I've had some added stress recently with everything going on. And so this is going to be very good for me as well. So I'm going to take this ball, and I use my fingers like this, though some people use their palm. And I'm going to find that jaw joint right there. And I'm not going to press so hard that my head moves, but I'm going to press lightly as I move up and down with this ball. And I'm going right along the masseter muscle here, the muscle of mastication. And I'm not going into sharp pain, but using a ball like this helps my muscles to realize that it's okay to let go. And then I'm going to stop about at that jaw joint again and go side to side, really small movements. It's called cross fibering. I'm staying around the joint, but I'm going a little bit lower and a little bit higher. Don't go right into the temple, but really go up high there because that muscle gets so tight. And then just hold it there for a moment and breathe. And the last thing is roll it again and open and close your mouth. Let the top of your head lift up high and then release that and just notice if there's a difference. And then we'll go to the other side. So you can use your fingers like this or use your palm. And let's just start by feeling that jaw joint, pressing in a little deeper, and then start to roll the ball. Don't tip your head back like this and don't tuck your chin, but just keep a nice lengthened neck, front and back. Oh, that feels so good. And I do feel that this side on me is a little tighter today. And then we're gonna stop around that jaw joint and start to cross fiber. You can stay right there or go a little higher or come back to that joint and go a little bit lower. Right there is where I'm feeling more tension. Yeah, and just finding that place. and then come right back to center and just do a little bit more pressing. We're just asking that fascia to relax a little. And relax your eyes, and then release. From here, we'll put this ball down, and let's take our palms together and take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, clasp and press those palms forward. And then as you inhale, reach up, lengthen up. And as you exhale, come back around and back to center front. Inhale. Exhale, clasp and press. And as you inhale, reach, circle of joy. Exhale around and back to center. Inhale. This is our last time. Exhale, press and hold. So here you could round your shoulders a little and even tuck your chin a little here. Then your next inhale, reach up, lengthen up. If your neck feels good, you can tip your head back a little or just lift your eyes and then release. And if it's okay, clasp behind, okay? You could keep elbows bent, which is better if you have any issues in your shoulders. Otherwise, start to straighten them and open your chest and breathe here. So I'm not lifting my arms up high. I've got them behind me and I'm focusing on chest, on the front of the shoulders. Oh yeah. And then release. From here, palms come to your knees, and as you exhale, tuck just the chin. The chest stays lifted. Inhale, roll your head towards one shoulder. And as you exhale, take it back to center, inhaling towards the other. And continue here. And you might notice that you're getting saliva building up in your mouth. This is prana. This holds that wonderful sacred life force. So go ahead and keep it in your mouth if you can for a little bit longer. Come back to center. Let your chin drop. And then lift your head. Now take that saliva and kind of move it around. And then swallow it hard. And just feel that sense of moving prana down through the digestive system. From here, we're going to take one hand down to the floor. Now, if the bolster's feeling too high for you, just remove it. And then on an inhale, lift up really tall. And as you exhale, come down to the side. Inhale back up, straight up. And again, exhale to the side. Inhale, reach up tall. Here's our last one. Hold here and breathe. Hold here and breathe. Try to open that chest a little. Nice deep breaths. Now, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, come over that knee. Let your head drop. And then on an inhale, pick up the shoulder, the arm, the head, reach. And as you exhale, drop down. And again, inhale, pick up and open. And exhale, release. And this last time, pick up that arm, pick up the other arm, reach up really tall, inhale. And as you exhale, come down to the other side. Inhale, lift. And again, exhale, and notice the nuances on this side compared to the other, coming back up. Exhale. Now hold here and breathe. See if you can open that chest a little. Nice, easy breaths. Now here we go. As you exhale, come down over that knee. And as you inhale, pick up the shoulder first, the arm, and then the head. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, open up. And exhale, release. And here comes the last one. Inhale, reach up. Try to reach up the other arm, stretch up. And as you exhale, come right back to center. Take some breath here. Your eyes can close if that feels good. And start to feel that the vibration of things that are opening in the body here. And then open eyes. And we're gonna bring ourselves to a rotation. So actually, yes, we are. We're gonna take your left hand to your left knee. So this is an open chest rotation. And take your right arm back behind you. You can press into the bolster or into the mat. See what feels good. Roll both shoulders back. Try to squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other and breathe here. So your inhale lifts that torso tall. Your exhale opens you a little bit more as you rotate towards your right. And then come back to center. And again, inhale and reach up, stretch up. And as you exhale, come back to center. Let's go to the other side. Right hand, right knee. Go ahead and rotate that left shoulder back. Plant your fingers, your palm, your fist. Open both shoulders back behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades. This is a beautiful pose for really opening stagnation in the chest. Take that inhale, lift up through the torso. And as you exhale, find a deeper rotation if your body can access that. We need to always know what our limits are. And then here we go, coming out of that pose. Inhale, reach up tall. And as you exhale, come right back to center. Before we go any further, we're gonna lean back and reach out those legs. Say hello to those knees, those ankles, those hips. Lift your chest as you do this, and then recross opposite. Come back to center. So we're gonna do a little Kriya here. Kriyas are purification practices. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift my arms up with my palms forward, take a deep inhale. Right through the mouth. Okay, here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, come to center. Thumbs touch lightly at the front of the chest here, looking forward and slightly down, and just breathing. Focus on lengthening your exhales. And release. So we really want to get rid of that stagnation at the bottom of the lungs, and that's a wonderful Kriya to do. Let's go ahead and remove the bolster. Take those legs out. Go ahead and release knees, ankles. Say hello to your toes. Spread your toes. Bring one foot towards you, the other away from you. You could also use your fingers like this. Dandasana, Danda, the staff pose. This feels so good. All right. And then we're gonna fold our knees, take them behind us, come to all fours on your mat. Spread those fingers, feel those palms. Feel each finger pressing down, widen up your arms. And as you exhale, round in. And as you inhale, reach. Again, exhale, round in. And inhale, reach. Last time, exhale, round in. And inhale, reach. And right here, curl toes under. As you exhale and push back and up into downward facing dog. And then inhale back down, looking forward. And exhale, press back into the pose. And inhale down, so you're taking your time with breath. Exhale again. And inhale down. Drop those toes. Come back to child pose. Extending arms forward. If you see me, I'm really pressing the palms here. And then coming back and down. Trying to drop the tip of the nose, the forehead down. Breathe here. We're going to activate into the belly. Lift in through the deep belly muscles. And on an inhale, come up to Naga, the snake goddess. And on the exhale, come to all fours. So this next pose, we're gonna come into our downward facing dog again. And as you come into that pose, keep your knees deeply bent, but straighten as best as you can through the elbows and reach the hips back and up. Feel that spine working as you allow your belly to drop in towards your ribs. Broaden your chest, your shoulders. Now slowly straighten through the knees. Breath here. And then come back down, all the way down, and release into child pose. And this time we're going to take a mudra. We're going to take our fingers into a triangle, boo, B-H-U. Put it on the mat above your head. And breathe here. This mudra is said to calm the mind, the monkey mind. One more breath. Now on the inhale, come back up to knee stand, stretch up, and we're gonna take 4 prostrations. Exhale, pulling the hips back, reaching back and down. Inhale, come right back up, stretch up. Exhale, reaching back and down, working deep into the belly. 2 more times, trying to keep the arms about equal with the ears. Saluting the earth here, and every time you come up, saluting the sun, those givers of energy and life, and come back down and back to all 4s. Go ahead and curl toes under, walk your hands towards your knees, and push yourself to feet flat, hands on each knee, and come up to standing. Nice deep breaths here, palms facing forward. Samastiti, always looking for that even balance pose. So we're going to do our sets of stork poses, which really helps with balance, proprioception, really helps us to calm the mind. Here we go. Inhale, lift, open that chest. Exhale, come down easy. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Again, inhale, hold the breath at the top. Exhale, find that earth. One more time. They're more challenging than you realize. Take a big inhale, stretch up way tall. And as you exhale, bend those knees and forward fold. Keep your knees deeply bent here. Let your head just drop. Let your chest rest on your thighs. Breath here. If it feels good, hold opposite elbows. Let your head go and just kind of sway your torso side to side. Nice deep breaths. Come back to center. If it feels good, straighten your knees, little increments at a time, not squishing your toes. And then bend those knees, and on an inhale, come all the way back up, stretch up. And as you exhale, come back to center. Breathing nice and deeply here. And then from here, on the inhale, lift one leg. Hold there and breathe. We're going to try to advance this pose, reaching up, reaching out. We're going to work to advance this pose even more. Bend that knee, arms to the sides. Push that bent knee back. Hold there and breathe. Chest is open. Now, if you want to go even deeper, start to drop in and reach the leg behind you. Drop the right hip a little bit. And then inhale, come all the way back through to stork and down. Were you holding your breath? Must keep the breath flowing here. Here we go, other side. Take that inhale, holding and breathing. Remember, you can stop at any place you want. As you reach up, this becomes more advanced. As you reach out, we're working deeper into the body. We're going to bend that knee, open the arms, push the bent knee back, and just hold the chest here. Nice deep breaths, and then slowly working deeper and deeper. Drop that left hip, taking flight here. Start to bend that knee, come back through, reach up, and then bring the leg down. Palms come together. Feel that sense of evenness, of balance in this body. And then release that and let's step up to the fronts of the mats. I always feel so much more energized as the body starts to open. So we're going to move into Warrior Two in a different way today, okay? So we're at the fronts of the mats. We're going to take our palms together. And on an inhale, come up. And on the exhale, right arm, right leg opens to a 5-pointed star, but then turn your left leg forward, bend through that knee, adjust the back leg, relax through shoulders, but strengthen through arms, Warrior Two. Your eyes are looking strongly through those fingers. You know exactly where you're going. Try to drop in a little deeper. Back foot is nice and strong. And then let's take it to a reverse. Drop the back arm back, lift the front arm up, breath here. Remember, you don't have to go very deep, but some of you are more advanced. You might want to straighten the front knee and go in a little deeper. And then come back through to that Warrior Two. We're going to bend this front arm, place it on the knee, and then go ahead and reach the other arm either along the side of the head as I'm demonstrating, or some people like it straight up, okay? Nice deep breaths here. We've got 3 more breaths, so you might want to take a bind if you want, otherwise stay right here. You're feeling that back outer foot, that full heel, the big toe, and then here we go. Inhale back to Warrior Two. And on the exhale, step forward, palms together. Right away, we seek to find balance. That's where we're at our best, when we really can find those glimpses of balance. Here we go, other side. Take that inhale. Exhale, left arm, left leg. You find 5-pointed star first. Then turn that front leg. Bend into that knee. Make sure it's not coming inwards or too far outwards. It's right over that ankle. Relax through the shoulders and reach through those arms. Your eyes are strong. Very few poses have the eyes very strong. In this one they are, because the warrior is aware of everything. And then from here, drop the back arm, lift that front arm. Beautiful pose. This was also known as Joan of Arc years ago, asking for higher guidance, maybe advancing it by straightening the front knee, breath into those lungs, so important. And then come back to Warrior Two. Bend that front arm, place it on that knee, and then either lift the left arm straight up or take it over the side of the head as long as your chest feels open. Once again, find that sense of anchoring through the back outer foot, the full heel, the big toe. Breathe here. Open that chest, open that side. And then on the inhale, come back up. And on the exhale, step forward. Nice deep breaths. And let's release our palms forward. So we're going to take our feet a little wider, not much, okay? They're still under these hips. And then take your palms together. And take an inhale and reach up. And as you exhale and forward fold, those knees are bent deeply. Inhale, come partway up and stretch through the spine. And this time as you exhale, drop back deeply, but this time drop the hips and come up to chair pose. Roll those shoulders back. Open your chest. Look forward. Very important. Don't let the knees collapse. You could use a block if you need to. Then come up a little bit higher and start to work to opening the chest. I widen my arms here. I breathe here and then push up, and hands to heart. Take a couple of breaths here. We have one more set. Here we go. Take an inhale and reach. And as you exhale, forward fold deeply. Inhale, partway up, stretch through the spine. Exhale, drop deep, drop those hips behind you, and carefully come up. Feel the nuance of coming up, shoulders back, palms face each other. Breath here. Come up a little taller, start to open the chest. Open up, and then press up, hands to heart. Couple of breaths here. Take an inhale and lift up. And now, as you exhale, we're coming back down again, but we're going to advance this. Take an inhale, partway up, stretch. And as you exhale and drop deep, take the right leg back. Take it back there for a nice lunge here. We're going to try not to put the back knee down just yet. Try to hold it there, but commit to it. That means you're straightening it fully. You feel strength through the glutes as well. You're on fingertips or fists or palms. Breath here. Then press your right palm or fist into the mat and attempt to open up the left arm, the left chest. Your chin is slightly tucked, breathing here. So try to stay committed to that back leg. And then come back. We're going to drop down through that back knee, relax those toes, and slowly take yourself to that half split, Ardha, Hanuman. Breath here. I'm actually trying not to round my spine, but I'm lengthening here, breathing, pulling in deeply through the low belly. Then let your head drop. And on the next inhale, come forward and up to crescent pose, crescent moon pose. There was a beautiful moon very, very early this morning. And then take your palms down and take it to plank. Remember, your plank can always be modified, but most importantly, you're really broadening the chest. You're trying to strengthen through elbows, breathing, and what's going on with that jaw right now? And then go ahead and drop those knees and come back to a child pose of your choice. 3 breaths here. We're coming into our last exhale. And on the inhale, come right up to knee stand. Really reach up here, stretch here. And on the exhale to all fours, spread those fingers. Downward facing dog. Reach into that pose, stretch into that pose. Now from here, bend your knees, look forward and take your right foot forward. Remember, you can put both knees down and then take your time getting forward, but then we want to come right back to this position. Back knee lifted, up on fingertips, your front knee is right over the ankle, and you're working to broaden your chest. For me, I can't have my hands even slightly off the sides of the mat. Once again, I've committed to that back leg. I'm going to press into my left palm and open my right chest. Use your prana work here. Breathe deeply into your chest. We're wanting to really stay healthy right now. We want to really destagnate the lungs. And then come back. Coming back, forward. Drop that knee. Relax those toes. And here we go. We're bringing that right hip back. We're working this front knee straight as best as you can. You don't have to go super straight. Reach the chest. And then finally, last breath, drop the head. And inhale, back, forward, lift up, create the full pose, open up. And we're going to take our fingertips down, curl back toes under, step forward. Take an inhale, part way up, stretch. And as you exhale, once again, drop in deep.
Hold opposite elbows. Just sway your body. Breathe in here. Can you let your head go? Straighten your knees a little bit more. And then release those arms. Drop deep in through the hips and come up to chair pose again. Feel, get that sense of awareness down into your toes. Are they resting on the mat? Come up a little bit more, open that chest and stand tall. Arms come down and back to center. Find that breath through the whole body right now, whole body. We're going to take a tree pose as our final standing pose here. So remember, with tree pose, you could have small at the inner ankle. You could have the inner calf, never the knee. You could have above, or some of you are ready for a simple half lotus. If you are, this is how I always begin. I just kind of rock my hip. I take the heel right up into the groin, and then work to drop this knee while keeping the front of my body nice and tall. So I might stay just like this. I might also work in like this. Some people can reach up. So whatever pose you're taking, breathe into it, find it. That outside of that left hip is really working strongly for you. And release. Coming out of your pose, palms together. Let that deeper breath reach through you. It's really about breath. It's really about mindfulness, becoming so aware. Other side, what tree pose are you taking today? I'm just gonna see here with this side. Sometimes both sides are not the same for me. And I'm going to see if this will take me here. You can see how I'd have to take the heel quite high to be able to drop the knee and lift the low belly. Nice deep breaths. Maybe up higher. If you keep your arms together like this, we're calming the mind, calming that monkey mind. Or you could take your arms wide and feel the openness in the chest. Some people even take the arms behind them and open like this. And release. Coming back, palms together. We're going to end this little practice with knees bent, hips bent. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. I'm keeping all this the same. One palm on each knee. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Again, exhale, round. Go back to that jaw. Let it relax. Inhale, reach. One more time. Inhale, reach. And come back up. And then on your own, bring yourselves down to your mat. See what feels the best for you. Working to come down with ease and finding yourselves on your back. Before you just drop down to some final relaxation, keep your knees bent, your feet flat, your hands on your belly. Take some nice breath here. The real yoga begins after these poses. The real yoga begins as we've opened, as we come to this present moment awareness, as we start to feel the channels of the body talking to each other, moving. And then if you need to do any final poses, please do, even some rocking, see what feels good for you. And we'll come down to final relaxation, dropping down. Finding some space on your mat, create space. Open up the back of the body. Open up the legs. Let the palms be upright. Calm the mind letting the neck release with slight turns of the head, and then coming to your center. Take just a few exhale sighs. Just letting the body know everything's okay. Right now, in this present moment, that's all there is. And then starting to come out of this final pose here, Shavasana, Shava. Coming out of this pose, stretching a little, opening a little, releasing a little, or maybe choosing to stay in it longer. See what you need. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to pull our knees in, roll to the side, exhale up to sitting, finding your seated position. And we'll take Adi Mudra. We'll take our thumbs in towards our palms, curl all the fingers around that thumb, and let those hands rest. Such an amazing mudra for anxiousness, nervousness, fear. Choose that mudra whenever you need it, but for right now, release it, palms together, and namaste.